Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Mad Hatter logging back in, reporting live from the Batcave. And this go around, I want to talk a little bit about some politics, some revelations that are being made in the political world. Now, I used to be really big into the political world. Um, I used to be very active in it, paid very close attention. I still pay close attention, but the only thing is now I'm looking at it, and I don't know if politics works. Like the system is so corrupt the way it is. It needs to really be broken down, and we need a revolution. We really do when it comes to politics. I mean, the way that we're doing things right now is not working. So I used to be really big into politics, and again, I just don't know. I just don't know if it's working anymore. So me personally, my ideology tends to lean in certain issues liberal, and other issues it tends to lean conservative. For the most part, I would like to call I consider myself a more progressive liberal mindset. But I still do respect people on the other side. I respect people who listen and who have good ideas to exchange no matter what side you're on. So the one thing I will say is that me, as somebody who leans toward the left, the older I get and the more I start to understand kind of how the universe works, I realize that you got to look at yourself and you got to look at the things that you support or the things that you have supported, and you have to look at those and you have to break those down. You got to find the truth in the things that that support your life or the things that you support, because it all comes down to you questioning yourself. That's what we have to do. So I'm going to look at the Democratic Party. As I've mentioned before, maybe not in one of these videos, but I've talked plenty of times about how corrupt the DNC was with what they did with Bernie Sanders. I'm not going to get into detail, but you guys, for the most part, understand what the situation is. Basically, Hillary Clinton rigged the primaries for her. I mean, there was so much momentum happening for Bernie Sanders, and then for him to just not even get a chance, a fair chance, it's fucked up. Um, so we got some revelations from Donna Brazile. She's been with the Democratic Party for a long time. She was when Debbie Wasserman Schultz left the DNC amid a lot of ethical questions, and she kind of left disgraced. Donna Brazile filled in for her. Black woman. She was at that time she was the first black woman in that position, which is crazy that we call ourselves at that time. I'm not a Democrat anymore, but Democrats call themselves such progressives and racially, gender wise, sexual orientation wise, that they think that they're very open to things, but they're really not. They're still the establishment. So we find out that Donna Brazile, she did admit that she did give Hillary Clinton answers to debate questions. And then we also find out that the biggest revelation is that Hillary was basically in charge of the DNC in exchange for fundraising and investing. A lot of this came from the fact that, yes, Barack Obama did help to bankrupt the DNC, but the DNC also was relying on Obama just to cover a lot of their flaws as well. So Hillary Clinton, again, was in charge of fundraising and investing in the DNC, and any money that the DNC had, Hillary was basically in charge of that. She was in charge of hiring the communications director. So she had everything in her favor before her nomination even came. So what does this mean? For me, this means that I think the most important thing is that Democrats are responsible for putting Trump in office. Not just Democrats, but neoliberals, who support war, financial gains, but they give people who are more liberal minded, they might give us things like abortion, equal pay, civil rights, LGBT rights, whatever. It's just like, hey, aren't you happy? I'll give you this, but really at the end of the day, we're violating human rights around the world. What this also means is that Dems got a clean house, man. Like specifically, the Dems got a clean house, but this whole idea of politics has to be cleaned up, man. This whole idea of giving up our sovereignty to other people. As long as we give up our sovereignty to other people, people are always gonna fuck with us. So we have allowed for this bullshit to happen. Now I don't care what side of the spectrum you're on. If you're on the right, if you're on the left, if you're in the middle, we have allowed this bullshit to continue, and we got to stop this. Um, and I mean, like. And the last thing I want to say is like I could just sense something, man, in Hillary Clinton. Like if you just look in her eyes, man, she got that crazy look in her eyes. It's like she wanted this so bad, She thought that she deserved it, not that the people of the U.S. deserved it. And you can hear in the way that she talked about things how selfish, narcissistic, and egotistical she was. So really, like to me, her and Donald Trump. I'm not a Donald Trump fan. I'm not gonna sit here and be hating on Donald Trump. Like he doesn't make me lose sleep. Although there are some ways that he's negatively affected people's lives and my life, but I'm not gonna take it out on him. But him to me, him and Hillary are two sides of the same coin, man. So look, I'm gonna leave that there. Let me know what you guys think. This is the season. We're in the era of exposing bullshit. I mean, bullshit is getting exposed left and right. Like my previous video I did about Hollywood, man. Like shit is getting out there. So if you do your dirt in the dark, it will be brought to the light. So always beware. And I'm gonna leave that there. Catch you guys next time.